Welcome on into this edition of The Verdict. I am your host, Sean Brace from PhillyFletcher.com, joined by my co-host today, Mr. Adrian Fedkiw, who does a great job covering the Eagles for PhillyFletcher.com. Adrian, how we doing, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. Eagles football is back. My week is no longer here, and JoJo. Looking sweet, like a Shirley Temple.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, we have a number of things we're going to get into, including Joel Embiid making his debut for the 76ers. The long-awaited debut last night in the preseason game. Looked sharp, so we got that. We got Ben Simmons. We got storylines in the NFL. A lot of good things that we're going to get into in this edition of The Verdict, but we kick things off with important news for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, they take on the Detroit Lions this week and get back. But they got Zach Ertz back.
Yes, they did.
Zach Ertz, an important weapon, a guy that we've been looking at since Chip Kelly drafted him, that we want him to take that next step. It seems that he puts up numbers at the end of the season. But now this year, looks like he's Carson Wentz's go-to guy. Had a nice debut against the Cleveland Browns in Week 1. It's good to have him back. What are we looking at for the Eagles offense with the return of Zach Ertz?
Well, we're finally going to see the 3 tight end sets, the 13 personnel packages. Trey Burton, Zach Ertz, Brett Selleck, all in this field at the same time. And the thing that's really going to help the Eagles here, third down conversion. Oh, boy. Right now, they're 12 of 40. 29th in the NFL.
Get out.
Yeah.
Did not know
that. That is their third down conversion right now. So, again, what's going to happen with these 3 tight end sets, you again take out the deficiencies you have at wide receiver because you can utilize your tight ends. And in these 13 personnel sets that the Eagles run, I mean, you got 8 men on the line of scrimmage. It looks like a running play.
Sure.
But it's very, very deceptive because Peterson likes to throw out of it.
Yeah.
So what you're going to see is, maybe run the ball a little bit, play some play action, hit the seams, and that's how you're going to utilize it.
Yeah, look, Trey Burton has really come on the scene this year. A lot of people are talking about him in the preseason, but let's not, we got to focus on the guy that we want making plays. It's Zach Ertz.
Come on, baby, make it hurt so good.
It's too early for that. Way too early for that. But I like the energy.
I love singing that.
It's good to have him back. That's all there is to it. I mean, obviously you don't want anybody hurt, but it's good to have Zach Ertz back on offense. Just another weapon for the young quarterback that Carson Wentz is.
Yeah. All right, Sean. So let's move on to the next topic. Obviously, Eagles back in action. That's already been talked about.
Sure.
But last week, the rest of the NFC East, they did play. Dallas comeback win against San Francisco. Giants lose on Monday night against the Vikings, and the Redskins squeak past the Cleveland Browns.
Ugly game.
Yeah. So besides the Eagles, who is the favorite in the NFC East?
Well, I think the Eagles are definitely the favorite, like you said.
Yeah, I worded that wrong.
But, yeah, that's all right. You look at the 3 teams left. I mean, that's what goes through my mind, and I'm sorry to give you the old cliche answer, but it's the NFC East. With the Washington Redskins, I had no faith in them this year. I have no faith in Kirk Cousins, and they started off 0-2. And they had that third game on the road, I believe it was on the road, against the Giants, and I'm saying to myself, they're going to go 0-3, and that's probably going to be the end of the Washington Redskins. That wasn't the case. And now what are we looking at right now? The Skins are 2-2. I thought the Giants were going to be the Eagles' big number one concern this year. Giants started off 2-0, and then all of a sudden they couldn't score any points against the New Orleans Saints at home, and now they're 2-2. They're struggling. Dak Prescott looks pretty darn good for the Cowboys. I'm not getting caught up because at the end of the day, he's a rookie.
Yeah.
He's not making mistakes, and I know you can't tell me he looks as good as Carson Wentz. So you got to take all that BS and put it aside. There's still every game to be played against these division opponents.
Yeah.
So if you want to ask me who's your toughest competition, I really can't give you an answer over either one of them. I will say I think that the Redskins are coming on strong right here. They won the division last year, so I got to probably put them at the top of the tier. And then the Giants at 2 and then the Cowboys at 3. I'm not really sold on what the Cowboys have right now, but it's the NFC East.
Yeah.
I'll guarantee I'll be wrong about this answer right here. I'll guarantee I'm wrong.
The beast of the least. How about the NFC least? All right, so Philadelphia 3-0. They're probably the only team that can really get to 10 wins in this division, I think.
Wow, okay.
So, and then the other team
The Skins good at 2-2.
Yeah, I'm not a Kirk Cousins guy.
Neither am I.
I'm not a Kirk Cousins guy. Dallas is interesting to me because, as bad as their defense looks on paper, Rod Marinelli always seems to get the most out of his bunch. Obviously, you got the offense there, Ezekiel Elliott, Des Bryant. They have all the weapons there in that offensive line. So,
Zeke is the truth.
Yeah, if there is a team that might challenge the Eagles, I think it's Dallas.
Dallas.
Unfortunately.
Okay. I mean, again, it's the NFC East. Got to play every one of these teams twice, so we got a long season in front of us.
Long way to go.
All right, speaking of long way to go, it's been a long time since we saw Joel Embiid on the court, and we're going all the way back to Kansas, and he didn't even play in the tournament that year. So we're going back probably to that conference tournament or even in a regular season.
I think it might have been before that.
Jeez, regardless. It's been a long time, and Joel Embiid made a season debut last night, or preseason debut for the 76ers. Scored 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, all in 12 minutes. Now, if you ask Joel Embiid, he expected to score 40 points. If you ask me, I expected Joel Embiid to score 86 points in 12 minutes. That was not the case, but I thought an impressive debut for Joel Embiid. What did you see?
Well, I had the breakdown last night for PhillyInfluencer.com, and I'll tell you what, he looks really, really smooth. You don't see 7'2" guys this fluid, this athletic. You just don't see it every day. And the low post moves that he has so quick in the post, and then he's got that J. He's stepping out at the three-point line, swishing three-pointers. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I mean, we saw, how many videos of him working out against chairs and nobody shooting threes all day. But there it was at the end of the quarter, step back. His foot was on the line, but it was good from three, and it looked smooth. As my man Scott Van Pelt said last night at SportsCenter, he's got that in the bag? Oh. Yeah, Joel Embiid does have that in the bag. So could you imagine a little pop and shoot, give and go? He's going to be effective from the free throw line. And if you start hitting that shot, it's only going to open up things underneath for anybody else, and everybody else. So, look, our number one concern here is this, health. It's pretty easy. I go back to the day that I heard Joel Embiid was done for the second straight season. I was on the beach in Avalon, and at that point in time I said, if he plays a game, he plays a week, it's all gravy because you can't expect too much from this guy right now. And I'm going to still have that tape. Let's get through this season. If he plays 60, 65 games, whatever it is, then you could say, see, I told you he's going to be okay. The surgery, he's fine. Yep. But until we get through the whole season, I can't get there. I'm going to enjoy it. I love watching Joel. I think his energy is amazing. But at this point in time, my mind's just a little reluctant to get over the top because of that.
Yeah, definitely very reluctant. But at the same time, you can definitely see that raw skill set. Might even be more impressive than Okafor if he can stay healthy.
I agree with that, definitely. Yeah. Definitely agree with that. Yeah. Which is impressive because Ja's got a really good offensive game.
Absolutely. So, some unfortunate news over the weekend. We saw JoJo make his preseason debut, but we didn't see Ben Simmons make his preseason debut. That's because he fractured the 5th metatarsal in his right foot.
Jones
fracture. So, this led to his agent. There's a rumor going around yesterday. His agent, he doesn't want Simmons playing this season. Yeah. What's up with that?
Yeah, see, look, I know we're starved for stories, and we'll take anything that we can get. And this came from and I respect Bob Cooney. I think Bob Cooney does an amazing job covering the 76ers for our city. But bottom line is, it was just hey, I just got off the phone with a source, and he said, you're crazy if you think Rich Paul is going to allow Ben Simmons to play. It was just a throwaway comment. What do you to gain if Ben Simmons is 100% healthy? He just had surgery 2 days ago. What do you to gain by making him sit out the extra 3 months? Okay, so if he sits out 90 to 120 days, 4 months, he's 100% healed. Yeah. Just because he sits out another 2 months, that doesn't mean he's going to be that much stronger. So it's like if he's 100% he rehabs, and with that $1 billion damn new complex the 76ers have, all right, so he's going to get all the treatment, all the grade A treatment he needs over there in Camden. So if he's ready to go, enough of this sitting, all right? We're not tanking in 2016, 2017. Ben Simmons will play. He's not going to sit out there. And this was just a throwaway comment by Bob Cooney, which I'm not saying he's lying about. I'm saying he got it. But bottom line is, I just think it's funny how everybody is running with this comment from Rich Paul, even though he's the one that didn't actually say it.
And if there's one team that knows how to handle injuries, it's the Sixers. We've seen it. Nerlens Noel, Joel Embiid, and now Mr. Simmons.
Go back to Andrew Bynum.
Andrew Bynum, too. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly. He's playing.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right, fifth and final question here on The Verdict. We appreciate you guys watching. If you like what you see, please share it, tweet at us. We want to hear your comments, questions, or concerns. Fifth and final question is pretty easy, wide open, Mr. Fedkiw. Here we are, 4 games into the NFL season. I call that the quarter mark.
Yeah.
All right? Yeah. Herm Edwards, 4 quarters in the NFL season. First quarter, Eagles passed the test. They look pretty good. Pretty good storyline right there, my friend. But I got to ask you, 32 teams in the NFL, doesn't even have to be teams. We're 4 weeks into this bad boy. Give me the #1 storyline as far as the NFL is concerned 4 weeks in.
I want to go Eagles. I do. But I'm going to go up north, Minnesota, Sam Bradford. Yeah. Oh, my God. Are you kidding me with Sam out there right now? And obviously that defense is ferocious as it is, but Bradford right now is, his leadership. He's calm. He's composed out there. And, I'm impressed.
Still misses those easy throws. and that's not, he's what, 68%?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's what happens. Does. Yeah, that's true. But it's exactly what happened last year with the Eagles. Mm-hmm. You go back to that Redskins game at home. You win this game, you have a chance to win a division and make the playoffs. And what did Sam Bradford do? He missed Zach Ertz streaking up the sideline for a touchdown. He missed a couple open throws, had a corner end zone pass. I forget who it was that he missed. I mean, he misses easy open throws. That's what makes the difference between great quarterbacks and okay quarterbacks.
He misses open throws when it matters.
When it matters, absolutely. And you saw in the Monday night game against the Giants, there was one throw that would have absolutely put the game on ice. It was never really that close, but it was. No. And it was this guy seeping out on the side, and he overthrew him by like 10 yards. If he just hits that, basically the guy cruises in the end zone, and it's over for the Minnesota Vikings. But Sam Bradford, he misses those easy throws. He's not the perfect quarterback. Obviously, we know that.
Yeah.
Great storyline. Surprising, obviously, when you don't have your starting quarterback on the roster about a week before the season starts, and you're still undefeated. But it's all about defense with Minnesota. Yeah. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to spitball. 3 storylines real quick, bing, bang, boom.
Yep.
#1, let's start with this. The Atlanta Falcons look pretty darn good.
Yes, they do.
Matt Ryan, Julio Jones, 300+ yards. Are you kidding me? Yeah, the Falcons are for real. On the other side of that coin, Carolina Panthers made the Super Bowl, struggling right now, 1-3. That's surprising. Mm-hmm. But I think if you have to be honest with yourself and say the #1 storyline, it's just the Patriots. It's the Patriot way. It's got people questioning whether or not Tom Brady is that good of a quarterback. If it was Tom Brady or Bill Belichick, which is just mind-boggling. That you fools would actually go down that path. But the New England Patriots, for them to go 3-1, which I think we all said they would, but it's the way they did it. Look at the Houston Texans. That's a formidable opponent right there. They're 3-1. And the Patriots embarrassed them with a third-string quarterback. They shut them out. That tells you all you need to know right there. So as far as I'm concerned, #1 storyline is either the Vikes or the Patriots. Pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm with you on the Patriots. The one thing I will say about the Falcons, they did start 5-0 last year. They did start hot last year.
They beat the Giants. They started 5-0 last year.
I'm pretty sure they did, yeah.
Jeez.
And then they crumbled.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Long way to go, obviously. Eagles have the Lions this weekend, so we'll be locked and loaded on that. Make sure you catch me, Fox 29, immediately after the game. I'll be on the post game, so go ahead and check that out. Yeah. Make sure you check out PhillyOpster.com for anything and everything. Adrian Fedkiw does an amazing job. I said he covers the Eagles, but go check out his Joel Embiid post from last night as well. Unbelievable coverage across the board from Mr. Fedkiw. Great stuff as always. Wow. Thank you very much to everybody out there watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please share it, comment, tweet about it. Let everybody know what we're doing over here on The Verdict.